So today, Makenzie Martin is with me, class of 2014, I believe. Is that right?
Yep, 2014. Yep.
And I'm really excited to catch up with her. This has been so much fun for me to get to see people I haven't seen in a while. Makenzie and I, my favorite story is we literally ran.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Well, I shouldn't say ran. We walked the streets of
Power walked.
We spent a lot of time in San Antonio at nationals. I keep coming up and saying that the wrong way, but we had a great, it was a very small group, the smallest I've took, and it was all girls, and we just had the best time.
Yes, that was a great trip.
Yeah, you did not have to run through the airport with us, though. That's what I was going to say.
No, I lucked out on that one.
Yeah. So anyway, if you wouldn't mind, Makenzie, just to share a little bit about your time at Marion High School and what you're involved with, that kind of thing.
Yes, when I was in high school, I was very involved in business classes. I think probably by the time I was a senior, I spent a good day with you, either marketing, economics. I took them all. And I was also very active in FBLA. I got to go to nationals twice, I think it was. So once in California and once in Texas. Yeah. So very business oriented.
Yes. And those FBLA national trips are some of my fondest memories.
Yeah.
The California trip you can't beat. If
no, it's so beautiful.
Nationals California, you've got to go because it's so great.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So from high school, you mind to share what your career path looked like, your education, and the job that you're in now?
Yeah. So from high school, I went to Southern Illinois University. I went in as a declared accounting major, and that's what I majored in all the way through. Never changed it. So in my last semester there, I actually took sort of an alternate route. I transferred to all online, and I moved to Indianapolis. So I finished my accounting degree online. Do not recommend, but I did it. It was advanced tax that was very difficult online.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, it was difficult. But I got a job as a bookkeeper at a logistics company. So that was great experience, especially for what I was majoring in. And then a couple months after I graduated, I started with Deloitte. I was Deloitte advisory on the government side, so federal government. I was on a project. So basically what we're kind of building a platform for the government. They're going through their audit. They've never been audited, so their books are all out of whack. So what my team was responsible for was building the reconciliation logic.
Okay.
For these like recons.
I can hear you better when you lean in a little bit. If you
sorry, yeah.
It was like cutting out. So all I got was that you're working in advisory with government, and that's all.
Yeah. So the government has never been audited before, so their books are kind of all out of whack. They have accountants manually every month doing their reconciliations. So what my team was responsible for was stepping in and trying to automate this and build reconciliations that could run themselves every month on their own.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I was doing that for about a month and a half. And then I got an opportunity just through networking to move to my current firm, which is Booz Allen Hamilton. I'm actually on the side now that's building the platform.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really neat.
So you're kind of looking at the accounting, the flow of the accounting and like how that should work.
Yeah, so we're attempting to try and make everything so that it's easier for the people that have to work their variances. So essentially what this platform is doing is running their reconciliations on a monthly basis, and then it produces this dashboard that shows what didn't match off. So they can see their variances very quickly. And then they have to go into this dashboard and work them so that when an auditor comes in, all of their information is right.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's a really neat program.
So are you working with, I'm assuming, like technology people quite a bit too?
Yeah, so
programming.
Yes, I have learned so much more about technology. So our platform is run on SQL code. So
Okay.
I dabbled in that a little bit. At first, it looked like a foreign language to me.
That
um,
is cool.
yeah, it's really neat. I learn a lot.
That's yeah. So if we weren't in quarantine, what would a typical day look like for you?
So I'm actually very lucky and blessed. I work from home normally, so
Oh,
this hasn't changed much for me. A lot of my team is out in DC, actually. That's where they sit. So usually I would be out there once every 2 months or so. But obviously, with this quarantine, I'm just kind of stuck here at home. So we have a morning, it's called a scrum call. We have a morning scrum call every morning at 9 just to kind of catch up and see if anyone's having any issues. And then throughout the day, we all communicate through a platform called Slack, very
yeah.
similar to Skype.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's really cool. So
Yeah.
again, I just want to highlight for my students that accounting provides flexibility. Um,
So flexible.
there are a lot of different avenues that you can take. Now, granted, when you work from home, you probably have to be really disciplined. With
Yes. Yeah, and so for me, I think the biggest struggle during quarantine is I've had other people here with me. So I've kind of had to distance myself to be able to focus on my stuff.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, that's super. So, what do you think are the skills that are most important for somebody to advance in
Mhm.
this kind of work?
Yeah, so my work is very technology based right now. So for me, the skills that I'm having to learn are a lot about coding and programming. It has a lot to do with very detail oriented because when you're looking at code, so funny, just one comma or one period, everything off.
That's I think it's so neat that you did accounting and now you're doing all this with technology and it blends together. I mean,
Yeah.
there literally is just about anything you can think of can be connected to accounting in one way or the other.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. If you would have told me 2 years ago what I would be doing, I would have just laughed. But
But here you are. How exciting.
here we are.
So what advice do you have for a junior or senior in high
Mhm.
school that might, be thinking about career paths or just, life
Yeah.
in general?
I think for me, what really helped is that I took a lot of electives in high school. Business electives was what I did, but it helped for me because I knew going into college what I wanted to do. And so I know I
Yeah.
haven't experienced it, but it's really hard when you change your major because you've already gone through all these classes and there's a lot of stuff that doesn't transfer over to a new major. So
Mhm.
I would suggest, branching out and just dipping your feet in everything you can to see what you like.
I think that's very important. And we are really fortunate um, to see the diversity in classes that we have at Marion
Yeah.
School for students to be able to take a variety of science or math or, take some of the technical classes that are on FHAL, whether it's auto or, carpentry
Yeah.
or drafting and foods and childcare. I mean, like it just goes
Yeah.
on.
There's so many options.
And
So
it does
many.
give you a good inkling of are you going to like this or not.
Right. Yeah.
And also any chance you can get to job shadow someone, you know,
Yes. That's another big tip
do.
for me. I did internships along the ways too. It's a great experience.
Yeah, for sure. For sure internships are a really good thing, and that's something that we're actually hoping to start developing, not internships but externships for
Oh, really?
for spring break and Christmas break. We're
Yeah,
hoping
that's
we can
awesome.
line up just some short things, but again, it will be an opportunity for students to get some exposure that
Yeah.
they wouldn't have had until they got to college, and then they realize, oh my goodness,
Wait.
yeah. Like even one of my kids used the FBLA job shadow days. Remember when we would do just like a half
Oh,
day?
yeah. I remember.
He did that. He thought he wanted to be a pharmacist, and he job shadowed two different types of pharmacy
Mhm.
setting. By the end of his sophomore year, he was like, that is not for me. It's a great
Yeah.
career, but it's not the career for me, you know?
Right.
And he figured that out before he was too far gone, you know, in the college process, which made me
Yeah.
happy. It saved us money.
Yeah. I'm
So
sure you're
yeah,
very grateful for that.
so I feel like anytime we can give more opportunities like that, that'll be good. So,
Yes.
well, Makenzie, I really appreciate you taking time to catch up.
Yeah,
I
no
love hearing
problem.
what everyone's doing. I had no idea this is what you were doing, and it's really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. If you want to do some research on it, it's called the Advana Project, ADVANA.
Okay.
It's pretty neat what we're doing. It's turned into this project with various platforms and dashboards on it. So it's
That's
cool.
really neat. Well,
Yeah.
if I can get you back to Marion at some point when things back to normal, I would love for you to come in and talk not only to my accounting students, but not my technology students, but the technology students in our department. I know nothing about technology. I'm barely.
Yeah, I'm just learning as I go too. It's a very different world from accounting, that's for sure.
But it's really interesting. So thank you so much. I really
Yeah, thanks for having me.